What's up, guys? This is Ruben, the Tailor from MouthGuardOut Podcast. Guess what, guys? We have a special guest again. Let's do this. Before we even start talking, let's go ahead and jump into the intro, and then we'll go from there. So once again, guys, Ruben, the Tailor. We'll see you guys in a second. Peace. What's up, guys? Guess what, man? We have our first repeat guest. We have Jeff, the administrator, Peterson, man. He had so much fun the last time. He actually wanted to come back and do again. But one of the main reasons why we came back, and obviously we have a lot of reasons why he's here, but one of the biggest main reasons why he's here is because guess what? Marine Corps birthday. And, guys know he was in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marine Corps. So we just said, you know what, let's just do a quick podcast. Maybe throw in some Marine Corps stories, but most importantly, Jeff is working on some projects, and what he wants to do is he wants to go ahead and let everybody know about the upcoming projects. I said we talk about some of the fighters. We got some fighters fighting soon. Yeah. But guys, welcome back, Jeff.
What's up, everybody?
Semper Fi, hoorah.
Semper Fi.
Carry on. Arr. Cool. So really cool, man. So cool. So happy birthday, first and foremost.
Happy birthday, Marines.
Happy birthday, Marine Corps. I know during the Marine Corps, that was like the biggest thing. It's like, oh, it's the Marine Corps birthday. We got blah, blah.
Marine Corps ball, Marine Corps ball.
I know.
Get your blues ready.
The only reason I hated the Marine Corps birthday is because my ass would gain weight. So I had to always get my blues retailored or whatever the case may be, or sometimes I would lose weight. So I had to make sure that because you have to do an inspection.
Yeah. So
once you get your blues, a lot of people are just lazy and wear their alphas, but you don't wear your alphas at Marine Corps ball. What I'm talking about alphas is the alphas are like the business suit of the Marine Corps. The dress blues is the actual, for loss of better words, the tuxedo.
Yeah.
That was our tuxedo. No, but I love the Marine Corps. Now that I'm out, it's like, wow, I missed the Marine Corps, but most importantly, one thing I don't miss is getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, going for PT, physical training.
Definitely don't miss that.
Hell man.
Those early mornings running in the boots.
Hell yeah, green on green, right?
Boots and utes, green on green.
Boots and utes, man.
Rain or shine, baby.
Yeah.
We running.
If it ain't raining, we ain't training.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? So welcome back, man. Thank you so much for coming on here. And once again, we're just here to have fun. But tell me a little bit about what's going on. Let's start off with Valiant.
Yeah.
Because I know the last time you were here was, I think it was March of this year.
Yep.
Now a lot of things has gone on. A lot of people have gone pro.
Yep.
Holy crap, man. We got a couple people that went pro, but I'm not going to take away your thunder, but I'm going to let you jump in there and let us know about what's going on with Valiant.
Yeah, so since I was here last, David Momo, I'm looking at the table right here where everyone signed it, has the dates. So I'm like, oh yeah. So right after I was here, David was here. I think it was after he fought. He fought Jaden
Bromley.
Fought that night. Yep, he fought Bromley.
He was from Bromley.
And Nate fought that night.
Yeah.
All good, tough fights. Nate, Jay got a TKO. David got a dominant decision.
Yeah.
Nate, the fight went to a split decision. We thought he won, but the judges gave it to the other guy. That was for a title. That was a good fight, man. Good fight. Then we went into a little bit of a slow season, but then David made his pro debut in June. I'm sure he's gonna be back on the podcast at some point to talk about it. But he made his pro debut in June. We went up to VFS up in Fresno. Yep, and we were coming in the big underdog. We were fighting a guy that was 1-0. That was his show. That was his hometown.
Really?
And,
shit.
Oh yeah. Like he was always on the posters. Like he fought for them as an amateur, and he was 1-0. David's coming in, making his pro debut. Like big underdog from out of town, and it was a tough first round. A little bit back and forth. There's even like the dude landed an illegal strike off his back. Yeah. It's like kicked him in the face. But then, the second round, David dropped him with the body shot and then followed up ground and pound, got him out of there.
Took his title at his home, home field advantage or something like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some guys say hometown disadvantage.
Hometown disadvantage.
All the pressure.
And you know what? I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nasty Nate was going there for a title fight too.
Nasty Nate went there for a title fight as well. He just had a tough fight, man.
Yeah.
He came out and threw hard. We knew this guy was a good grappler, and they got into an exchange, and the guy just ended up snatching his back and getting a choke.
Wow.
But It happens. It happens. And Nate's a great sport and got a good mentality.
You know what? That's what I noticed.
He was right back in the gym. Like I told him like, hey man, let's just get after it jiu-jitsu wise and just be a mat rat. And that's what he's done. He's just
that's one thing I notice about Nate is that he can lose and he doesn't have hard feelings about it.
Yeah.
He's just ready for the next one.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to discourage, and that's like a really good trait to have, especially in this business.
Yeah. And then since after that, I think Jaden fought in Commerce, right?
Jaden he fought in March, got the TKO win. Then he was supposed to fight. See, a lot happened with him. He was supposed to fight.
I was supposed to have him on the podcast, by the way, and schedules didn't work out.
It just didn't work out, but he was supposed to fight. And the fight fell through. It was like a whole thing. His opponent had like dirty blood work or something like that. Wow. And the fight fell through like 2 days before. It really sucked.
So he's still 1-0 then.
No, so he was 1-0, and then he really wanted to fight, so we pushed for another fight, and then we ended up fighting at Epic MMA in San Diego.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, Jay was the only one on the card.
Okay.
Yeah, the only one from our gym on the card. Yeah, so he fought a tough kid, and he went to a decision and just ended up losing the decision. He got out wrestled. Jaden's a striker. He came up a little bit more of a striker. Yeah. Moved into MMA, and he kind of like Nate he just takes it on the chin and he just keeps going. Like
That's good.
He went right back into the gym and he's doing the same thing Nate is, same program. Like let's just be mat rats. You know? They're great strikers. They're not afraid to throw down and get down and dirty, but we need to work on that mat game. So that's where they're at. They're becoming little jiu-jitsu freaks.
Jiu-jitsu freaks. That's the new team of the jiu-jitsu freaks.
That's 10th Planet. We can't patent that. 10th Planet is like the 10th,
they have that?
They're like 10th Planet freaks or something like that.
Got you.
Yeah.
So
Omar knows.
Yeah. So what else, man? What else? I know I don't want to take away from your thunder, but I know David is fighting, and Omar. I just had Omar on the podcast.
Yes.
I think a month and a half ago. Omar Riyadh. Good kid, man. Good kid. He's 21 years old?
Yeah. I think he's 20, actually.
He's 20?
Yeah, maybe he's 21. You might be right.
I think you're right. I think he is 20
or 21. Yeah, he's a young gun.
He's younger
Either
than
way,
us.
young gun, man.
Yeah.
Young gun. Yeah, great kid. He's one of the few guys on our team right now that I didn't bring up from the ground up. He's one of the first guys I've had on our MMA team that he is established with another team in gym, and then it just kind of the way things worked out. He moved to another area.
Yeah.
It ended up working out that he chose us and is allowing me to be his head coach.
That's
super thankful for it.
That's good.
Because he's a beast, man. He's just an absolute beast, man. Just fits right into the team. We got a crew of animals right now, man.
Yeah.
And he just came in and brought some more fire to our flame.
Yeah, he's 4-0, right?
Yep.
4-0, man.
Yep.
A lot of good fighters coming out of Valiant. For you guys don't know, Jeff show them the merch, Valiant Training Center. There it is, man. There it is. Other than that, what else is going on, man? What else is going on? And look at that. It's all about the marketing, man.
There it is.
Look at that. Product placement. Product placements. What are you drinking there?
That's just coffee. It has cinnamon in it, butter, and honey.
Butter?
Cinnamon, butter, and honey. That's because I ran out of milk. I need that,
the creaminess?
You need that little bit of fat in the coffee. It makes
it.
Gives it that.
So you
that
put butter.
Feel. Yeah.
I've never tried butter. Believe it or not, I've tried coconut oil.
Oh, yeah, coconut oil. I've done that before.
I've done that before in lieu of sugar and cream and all that. Yeah. So it does give it that nice sweetness. But from now, ever since that, I just drink it like diesel fuel, bro. I drink it black, bro. I remember I had a first sergeant, since we're talking about the Marine Corps.
Oh, man, we got some coffee pot stories.
Oh, my God, bro. We were in Iraq. Yeah. This motherfucker, it's 120 degrees out there. Yeah. And he's out there just drinking black coffee. I'm like, holy shit, man. You'd be drinking the Monsters weren't around. Were the Monsters around at that time? I don't remember. This was 2004.
Ooh, that's pushing it.
Put it that way. We didn't have Monsters out there, or else I would have been drinking Monsters. Maybe Red Bull, but yeah, man. I like black coffee, but maybe I'm gonna try the butter. What is it, like unsalted butter or what?
I put unsalted butter.
Unsalted butter.
Some good, if we're gonna get into it, get some good grass-fed
butter.
Some good stuff.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
So what else, man? What else you got, brother?
Man, so yeah, like we said, Omar Omar's got the scrap coming up. That is
18?
November 16th. 16th up in Commerce Casino for Spar Star. It's kind of crazy because he's the champ. He has his belt, but he's not defending the belt because it's for a different show. It's for a different promotion. You know, because he's the champion for Hendos.
Yes, he is.
But he's fighting for Spar Star.
Okay.
So you don't. It's like that as you don't defend your belt. You know what I mean? Your belt stays with that other promotion.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's not even bringing his belt, as far as I know. I mean, maybe he can. Actually, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, he can bring it on.
He should walk out with that belt,
yeah.
dude. Show that he's the champ.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if he goes back to Hendo, he has to defend his belt.
Yes, he'd be defending his
But
belt.
because
unless he vacates it, but I don't know.
You know what? He told me about that. What is vacating?
Vacating means that you're willingly just giving the belt back, so you're not going to hold up the show. You know, he just says, "Hey, I'm the champion, but I'm relinquishing my championship so that someone else can fight for the belt for Hendos."
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Because he was supposed to fight. Was it Hendo?
At Hendos?
Yeah.
He was supposed to, but they just couldn't find him an opponent.
That's right. That's right.
It was supposed to be next weekend.
Yes, it was.
They just couldn't find him an opponent, so we reached out to Spar Star, and they got us matched up, man. So it's good though because he's fought at Hendos.
Yeah.
And
that's where he started.
Good. Yeah, it'll be good to go fight at another show.
Yeah.
Another show. Especially
a bigger venue too.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Spar Star. As a matter of fact, that was the first time I actually went to see you guys fight. Kim was fighting.
Kim, David. Yes, Kim and David. I think that's it. Yeah, it was Kim and David.
Yep. Yeah. Great venue, by the way. First time I went, I'm like, holy crap. Are we in the UFC?
Yeah, they have pro shows there.
Yeah, they do.
They have a lot of fights there. They have boxing fights. They have other pro shows. So it's a good venue to go to as an amateur because you might fight there again as a pro, but just for another show.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So he's going to be at Commerce. And is he the only fighter from Valiant?
He's the only one from Valiant on that one. Like, we're kind of this is like the slow season for fighting. Like, after August, September, it starts to kind of slow down a little bit. You get a few Halloween themed shows in October. And then maybe you'll have a few shows in November. December, it really thins out because no one wants to make weight near Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, you know?
Yeah, they want to enjoy their holiday.
January, it'll pick back up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's February will be the next, like February, March, then it starts rolling.
Now, something you said, and it stuck in my head, is they couldn't find a fighter.
Yep.
Is it nobody wanted to fight him?
Yes.
Because that's my thing. Because I remember I spoke to Omar because I was asking him, hey, are you fighting? Because I was going to buy the tickets.
Yeah.
And he said, no one, we can't find a fighter or we can't find an opponent. And I'm thinking, are they scared or?
Yes.
Are you serious? They're scared of Omar.
So I don't know I don't know any names. I mean, if I really looked, I could figure out the names. But the matchmakers told me that he was offering the name and guys were just saying no.
I'm good.
For whatever reason, you know, that date doesn't work for me or this or that. But in my head, I'm like, dude, you're an amateur. You're an amateur MMA fighter. You're getting offered a title fight.
Yeah.
Go take that title fight. Like, what are we in this business for?
Yeah.
Like, there's way too many amateurs that are trying to protect their record way too early.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, bro, once you go pro,
you lose it.
You're 0-0.
That's it.
You get to start over. So as an amateur, just get after it, man.
Yeah,
get after it. Take those opportunities.
And I think I said this.
Take those big fights. Take those tough fights.
I think I told Omar. I told him if I had a chance to fight Canelo and I lost, I wouldn't care. I'm fucking fighting Canelo.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, he says, "Oh, you lost to Canelo." I was like, "Dude, who'd you fight?"
Yeah, did you ever fight Canelo?
Yeah, did you take on the champ fight? No, man. Cool, man. So I'm glad that he got a fight, and in a sense, I'm glad it's not for a title. So he gets to keep that title.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, essentially, we keep a title forever. Like you don't when you fight for a belt. Your actual belt isn't up for grabs. They have a new belt every time. So you get to keep like Leon's belt, that belt's hanging on the wall.
Yes.
Even though he vacated, like that belt's on the wall. You know, like we're not giving it back.
No, I know that. You know? It's your trophy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the title gets stripped from you and saying, all right, now it's up for. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Omar took Leon's title because he won, right?
Leon vacated. Leon vacated and then Omar fought the same person that Leon fought
for the title that he wanted.
For the title that Leon vacated, and then Omar won it.
Got it.
And now now
kept it in house.
Yep, kept it in house. Exactly. It didn't even switch teams, man.
That's good, man.
It's pretty awesome.
That's good. That's good.
And as you'd guess, them two are awesome to watch on the mat.
Yeah.
Like I said, Omar's came in and just been a good training partner, pushing the team, having a new person around to just, like I said, add to our flame.
Leon was supposed to fight in Long Beach.
Yep.
Just passed, or?
Yeah, he was supposed to fight October 26th.
That's right.
In Long Beach. He just he got hurt. That's the only way to put it. He got hurt, and we were at a point where sometimes in a training camp, especially at the pro level, like, you're gonna get hurt. You're always hurt. It just depends on the severity of it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's your toe, and it's like, okay, I can train around my toe. I'll wear boxing shoes, and I'm not gonna kick for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's something big. It's a hip, it's a knee, it's a shoulder, it's an elbow. It's something you can't work around. Something you don't, or your neck. Fuck. Yeah. Something you can't, like. There's stuff that's workaroundable. You're like, if I can get in really good shape, I can get these rounds in, I'll still make it to the fight. But some stuff, it's like, you just can't work around it, man. It's not worth the risk. Like,
it's not.
Especially it was his pro debut. Like, we want to go in there. We want to go in there ready.
Yeah.
We want to go in there ready at 100%.
So when is it next? Maybe next year.
Yeah. Once he's better and starts getting back after it, then we'll find it again. He's he's ready to go. We've been talking about this pro debut for a while. So.
Looking at you, Leon. Get your ass here. Yeah. He was supposed to be here too.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, once again, it's schedules and stuff like that, and I don't hold it to it, but it takes a lot of work to set this up. So when fighters cancel on me, it's just like, really, bro? I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning setting all this up, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand you guys have a life too, but just trying to help out everybody. But
yeah, man, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
It's fun coming on here. We don't really have a. This is almost an in-house platform in a way, considering we train together and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's awesome, man.
Cool.
And, we appreciate it big time.
Absolutely, man. I'm just trying to use my talents and see if I can amplify or help somebody. Maybe one day this goes viral, and then next
what it's going to be is one of the fighters is going to go viral.
That's what it is.
That's what it's going to be, and then everyone will go, oh man, what's this MouthGuardOut podcast?
But I tell you what, and speaking of Omar. His video has the most views. Yeah. I think we're at 3,000, maybe 3,100 views.
Wow.
Because his following is so big. Because it wasn't just Valiant, it was Hendo.
Yep.
And then he has family in Baghdad.
Yep.
So I know he was sending those videos back home. So I was looking at the phone, and I'm like, why do we have so many views? But this guy is really good. He has a good following.
He's good on the social media too.
That's good.
He's good with videos and promoting himself and doing all that stuff. So
that's awesome.
Real good kid.
Yeah, really. I had a great time with them here on the podcast. But what else do you got, man? I know we're just freehanding. We're spitting from the lip here. Yeah. But what else is going on?
So David Momo is about to do his second pro fight. He's going to be fighting for Cage Warriors. Cage Warriors, which is a big deal.
Yeah,
Cage Warriors. I'm like waiting for something to happen. I said Cage Warriors.
You want me to scream?
Like,
Cage Warriors.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
There
We're
it
back.
Is, right there it is.
Yeah, Cage Warriors is a big deal. A lot of big name fighters have come from there. Like the big one, of course, Conor McGregor, and now more recently, Ilia Topuria.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Conor came from Cage Warriors because it's a UK promotion.
Okay.
They were based in the UK. Like they're the UFC of the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Of that area. Then they started doing shows in the US 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And they do them in San Diego. They're exclusively their US shows are in San Diego.
And this is at the Sequan Casino, right?
Yep. And the show's big. Like I said, big fighters, big UK fighters came from there. Paddy Pimblett, Ilia Topuria, Conor McGregor, and then I'm like, what the heck's his name? Ian Gary. Quite a few of the big UK fighters that are on the scene now came from that show. So it's just a big opportunity. It's on UFC Fight Pass. So that it just means it's available for millions. Millions are going to see, are going to watch it, man. People tune into Cage Warriors. People care about Cage Warriors.
You know what's funny is when I actually went on there to buy my tickets, I did see a picture of Conor McGregor. I'm thinking, they're just using a stock photography just to put on there. Oh, UFC fighter, not knowing he was actually from Cage Warriors. But November 18th, Sequan Casino.
No, that one is.
December 18th.
I think it's 13.
Here, I got my ticket.
Yeah, it's like we got the. It's 13 or 14. One of us is. We got to have it somewhere.
It's right here.
Yeah.
I have my tickets right here. Let's see, December 13th, Friday, December 13th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I have my tickets already right there, front row, like I always do. You know what's funny is, and I think I told you earlier, I actually went on there, and this is a shout out for Momo too. I went on there to the website, eventbrite.com, I think it's called.
Yep.
And I was buying the tickets, and as I was about to hit purchase, my wife says, no, don't stop, because she was on Instagram saying, and Momo said, make sure you click on my link.
Yep.
So I stopped what I was doing, and then she sent me the link so I can buy. Yeah. By the time I went back into the link, the seats that I was going to buy plus 4 more seats were sold out.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'm like, oh, shit, I lost my front row. So I'm like a little bit past the back row, so you'll see me there. But I did use your link, Momo. So if you're watching this, bro, I want you to get the credit. But yeah, you're gonna see me there. My wife and I is gonna see there. I do have a special announcement, but we'll save it towards the end.
Okay.
We'll save it towards the end because I want to make sure that everybody can participate.
Yeah.
There's really no rules, but I have a special treat for the listeners. So anyway,
if you're a fight fan, you're a Cage Warriors fan, you're a David Momo fan, stay tuned. We got a special treat for you,
especially a David Momo fan.
Yep,
it's cool, man.
Yeah, so big deal for him to be just rising.
Yeah.
He's on the rise right now, and it's creating momentum for our team. He's making people see the vision. Like we've had a lot of guys where they came from us from the ground up.
Yeah.
And I've told them, hey, one day you can go pro. One day you'll do these amateur fights. You do PKBs, you do grappling tournaments, you do amateur fights.
Yeah.
Then we eventually go pro. Mm-hmm. It's like I've been saying it, and now David's finally the first one to break through, and now he's doing it. He's making it happen. He's showing people that it's a possibility that you can start at the PKBs and 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years, you can be a pro. It can happen.
You know what's funny is, since we're talking about him, are you scared to lose him? Meaning, because he's eventually going to go to a different platform and he might have to move and or would you follow him?
I mean, it's something I think of.
Yeah. Breaking up the band and going solo.
Yeah, it's something
like
I think of, but I'm pretty open with coaching my guys as far as like, do I think with what we have, our resources, can we beat this opponent?
Yeah.
Can we beat this guy? If the answer is yes, then we just do what we do.
Yeah.
If the answer is no, we need something else, then we find something else.
Yeah.
One day the answer is going to be, hey, bro, you need to go to Florida or something. There's this team there, and there's these guys that'll be perfect for this opponent you got coming up.
Yeah.
I want you to go there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or, whatever life allows too, man. Because even when you're signed to the UFC, guys think like, oh, I'm signed to the UFC, I can just quit my job.
Nope.
Like, nah, bro. Maybe if you fight 3 times a year for sure, but that can't be guaranteed.
Wow.
1 fight a year, 2 fights a year, that ain't enough to quit your job until you're a big name.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, you got some other sources of income, But,
I know.
But yeah, we kind of went off on a tangent there.
No, I know that, man. It's like seeing your kids grow up and go to college and then from there get married and blah, blah, blah. That's the feeling that I get.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about David, I'm like, because I remember when he was here, he's like, obviously his goal to go to UFC.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can be in UFC being here. He would have to go to where the training camp is. I don't know how this works, man. You know,
no, he could. No, I'm like, what do you mean?
Well,
we will bring him to the UFC.
I think because I'm thinking Marine Corps. I'm thinking Marine Corps.
Can.
It's like, hey, bro, I'm getting stationed in 1st Marine Division. Oh shit, you're going to North Carolina? God damn. So we have to break up. Because I have to do this. So that's how I'm thinking. That my mentality is always military. So when I think of him, joining the UFC or something like that, I'm thinking that he's going stationed somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know this industry. That's why the reason why the podcast is here.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. This would actually be the biggest move. We've talked about this a little bit too. Is if you get signed with the UFC, the best move to make is to go to Vegas because there they have the UFC Performance Institute.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Performance Institute is like, dude, it's a mecca. It's the fighter's dream. It has every single gym thing you can
I know
possibly think of.
Yep.
It has a cage. It has rings. It has every single thing you can think of. Multiple floors.
Yeah.
Like, and then they have all the doctors there that are just there on staff. They got a hyperbaric chambers. They got saunas. They got cold plunges. They got acupuncture people. They got physical therapists on staff, and it's all free if you're signed to the UFC.
Wow.
They take care of the athletes. So it's like. Yeah, me and David actually talked about this. We were like, if you get signed to the UFC, like it makes sense to go to Vegas to take advantage of that. Like, why would you not?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also understand, you make 10,000 to show, 10,000 to win.
Yeah.
That's still a tough, like, hey, I'm gonna just pick up my whole life and move to Vegas. Especially, you're married or you just have more of a life. You got too many roots. You can't just pick yourself up. But
it's true.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, like those kind of trips, I see those happening.
I'm ready for the day where some of the fighters are at Valiant get to that level.
Yeah,
because
I'm excited.
You can go back and say, I did that. I did that, and that's one of the things with me. Like when my students go out there and become successful, I'll be like, I did that. I did that. And they come back and they always thank you. And say, hey, thank you so much for everything that you've done. Never giving up on me and blah, blah. So.
And that's part of the reason why teachers teach. That's why we teach. It's that right there, that knowing that you made a difference and having someone appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Momo, I wanted you to buy me a Lambo because I had you on the podcast. Okay. I want a red Lambo. Okay.
Yep. I want one too.
With the Valiant the big old Valiant wrap on there.
Valiant wrap on the side.
Can you imagine? That'd be sick pulling up.
We'll make a Lambo the tax write-off.
Ooh, hell yeah. Like
we need a mouth guard out, so we need all right, David. Start writing it down. We need a mouth guard out.
That's for the
Lambo,
show.
And then we need a Valiant Lambo.
And then you could write that off on your taxes, man. It's a business expense.
Yep.
It's a promotion expense. But no, man, we love all the fighters there.
Yeah, man. They're great.
What you got a PKB coming up, right?
Oh yeah. So that's today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The PKB is happening a little bit later today. Right now, the guys are. I'm looking at the clock. The guys are weighing in right now. It's open weigh-ins from 9 to 12. Then. The rules meeting is at 1, and then we'll be scrapping at 2.
And then that could last all day, right?
That'll probably go to, it's kind of a smaller card. This is one of the smaller ones I've seen as far as the total number of fights. Yeah, it's only 40-something. Like normally it's 80, 90.
Oh, it was a lot more the last time I went.
Yeah, it's usually in the 80s, but it's only 40-something. So.
We were there for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I actually went for Johnny, and
he ended up, was it the one he fought twice? Was it that one?
I don't know. But remember, I had just broke my shoulder.
Yep.
But if you remember, my shoulder was broke because he broke it. I'm coming after you. Every podcast, I'm coming after you, Johnny. But anyway, I was so much in pain that I waited. And then I think the last person I saw fight was Elena. And then I think it was Azad.
Okay.
And then finally, I told my wife, I was like, we got to go. I'm in freaking pain.
Yeah.
Plus, I had just taken all my medication. So I was like, So I find out that he lost. So but I was only going there for Johnny.
Yeah. It was, they're long days, man. They're long days. But I always tell the guys, like, on a fight day is just a long day. That's the way it is. That never changes. Pro level, amateur level, you got to show up. You got to sit there in the locker room and you just wait.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of times they say that's like where a fighter is made, is how they handle that anxiety of just sitting there waiting. Like some guys get so in their head, like that time waiting just ruins them. Where other guys, they use it as, I don't got nothing to do. All I got to do is worry about this fight. All right, well, I'm chilling then.
What's his name? Nate, tell me he sleeps.
Yeah, Nate'll straight pass out. That dude, yeah.
Conserve his energy like a cheetah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate could murder someone and then sleep fine that night.
He could wake up from a nap, kill somebody, and then take a nap again. Yeah. But he told me too, and that's what I found strange is sometimes there's fights after the actual main events.
Yes, those are called postlims.
Postlims, post-preliminaries.
You got the preliminaries and you got the post-preliminaries.
So post-preliminaries?
Yeah.
Postlims sounds better.
Yeah.
So those are like the no-name people.
Those are like usually because you'll build a card and like 12 fights, that's getting to be a lot of fights. So you want like number 10 or 11, you want those 2 fights to be like your main and co-main. But then it's like you got 15 fights total. Yeah. But those guys are just kind of they're all debuts. It's usually debuts and guys with losing records that go in the postlims. It's the hyped up new guys, ticket sellers, guys with good records. They make up the bulk of the card.
Yeah.
They usually throw a good fight at the beginning to get everyone all amped up, you know, and then again, maybe a couple mediocre fights. Then they go back to the hype up fight, main event, co-main event, and then they tone it back down. Now back to the Postlims, where a lot of times people will leave.
Yeah.
And like Leon, his amateur debut, he was the dead last fight. He was Postlim and he was the last Postlim.
What was this, like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yes. It literally was.
Shit.
So
respect.
So no joke. There was literally just his family in the audience and his opponent's like family in the audience. It was at 4 Point Sheraton. Everyone cleared out. It was empty, and it was just like two little tiny packs of people and then just empty seats.
So you still had the judges and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And by that point, you know, they're just over it.
They're like, okay,
they're so
you
tired.
won.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was dominant, so we didn't, you know, luckily the sleepy judges got it right.
Yeah, that's good.
It was dominant though. Leon beat him up.
Oh, that's always, man. Always.
But yeah, that was one of those. I always tell guys about that. Like, hey man, you might be dead last, and it's not out of the question. Leon was dead last, and David Momo was dead last in his amateur debut too.
Really?
Same thing.
So this was what, like, this is before his epic fight.
Yeah, this was the fight before his first epic fight.
Because I remember when I first saw him, it was at Epic.
Yep.
First saw him fight was at Epic.
Yep.
And I think I also saw Nate, his first fight there.
Yep.
And I think that's it. And then obviously before that, Commerce with Kim and David.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah, we just fought dead last. We were the Postlim and we were the last Postlim. So we were in that locker room.
Yeah.
From like 5 p.m. until like midnight.
Really?
Just sitting in the locker room. Yep.
Yeah. Nate would have been sleeping, taking a nap.
Nate would have been sleeping.
Take a nap, bro. Wow, man. A lot of good stuff, man. Every time
beast.
I talk to this guy, either at the gym, whatever, I'm always learning stuff, man. Always learning, man. So, wow. So we talked about David's fight coming up.
Yep.
What else did we talk about? The PKBs. Shout out to the PKBs. Good luck,
PKB guys.
Hopefully you guys see this by the time it comes out.
Make weight, whoop some people.
Yeah, man. Now there, speaking of PKB, because I like that because it's your entryway, right? Your entry drug into this industry, right?
Yeah.
You don't know who you're fighting that day, right? You just
I mean, you kind of do, but it's like it's such a low level, you can't really find anything on them. You can maybe look at their Instagram page if they have one.
Yeah,
you know, but it's old school. Show up. You see the guy you're fighting, just go fight him.
Yeah,
you know, it's.
And there you have to use headgear, right?
Yeah, it's headgear, 16-ounce gloves, shin guards, and then there's no knockouts. It's point sparring.
So if they see you're gonna kill the motherfucker, they stop the fight.
If you start swinging all crazy, they'll tell you to chill out and be more technical.
Oh wow!
But if you continue to do it, they'll disqualify you.
Got it.
Guys do get knocked out, but if it happens like with clean technique, you know, it's like it's kind of hard to say anything. But you know, they're really good about keeping everyone chill and technical because it's supposed to be like a hard sparring that is scored. Okay. It's not supposed to be you're trying to knock them out.
Got it.
That's the next level. That's a licensed fight. That's a licensed amateur Muay Thai fight. Takes place in a ring.
So PKB, you don't have to have a license.
No, it's just show up and sign a waiver. It's essentially coming to a sparring day at the gym and there's judges. You know.
Got it. Now, do you as the coach have to be there? Do you have to be represented by a gym?
Yeah, he won't. The owner of the show won't let you fight if you're just. It's called independent. If you register yourself as independent, hey, what team are you on? And you just say I'm independent. He'll be like, no, who's your coach? And he'll be like, oh, I don't have a coach. I don't have one. Then he'll be like, yeah, you're not fighting.
They just have somebody walking off the street.
Yeah,
right?
they don't allow that. It's
you know who I know? I don't know if he's still independent. Jared Turner, he's still independent.
Oh yeah,
right?
no, he's with Switch Muay Thai.
He finally got somebody.
Yeah, that was like his team. For a while, he did his first fight or so independent.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, he's a beast too, man. He cross trains with us pretty regularly. I haven't seen him in a while now. He had a tough fight at Epic against a tough guy who also cross trains with us. It was pretty funny. Like,
really,
I didn't realize they were fighting each other, and I tagged them on an Instagram post to have everyone to come and train. You know, because we have guys that just cross train with us. So I'm like, hey Daniel, hey Jared, come spar, come train. Neither of them, I don't think that they didn't show up together, but maybe one of them came, and then I realized, I was like, oh shit, dude, you guys are fighting each other? I was like, I was trying to get both of you here to spar.
He's part of Steel, right?
Who's that?
The other guy.
Oh, that was talking about Daniel.
Cross.
No, I was saying Daniel Reyes. No, he's with Bonita Martial Arts Academy.
Oh, got it. Because I know you guys cross-train with Steel sometimes. You guys go to their gym.
Yeah, we go over to Steel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Steel's awesome.
And they're right up the road, too. So shout out to Steel.
Yeah.
I remember I was driving. I got lost and got off on Santos Road.
Yep,
and I'm like,
Santos Road.
There's Steel.
Yep.
So they were closed at that time.
Yeah, Steel is awesome. We love those guys. Coach Carl, you're
Cool.
the man. We love you.
Cool, man. Wow, man. So... Yeah. What else do you have, man? What else do you have?
So I guess we could slide into talking about so with David going pro and then a few of my other fighters starting to go pro, and I've had a lot of years of just being in this pro fight game and dealing with managers and dealing with promoters, dealing with medical stuff, licensing, all that. So it's been a passion of mine to work with fighters and to just guide them through. Some of this stuff is it's tough to be guided through, man. It's tough to do on your own if you don't know the business. It's good to have someone in your corner, and so I started officially managing people.
Okay,
not just my own fighters, but I'm open to taking in anyone.
You hear that, guys?
It's called
what is it called?
Low Kick Combat Sports Management.
Low Kick Combat Sports Management.
Yeah.
So, put it this way. See, this is new for me. So this is. I thought it was just coaching and boom, you're done.
Yep.
Are you going to be? I don't know. Tell me more about it. I'm trying to guess what it is, but I'd rather you just tell me and know it the right way, I guess.
So, you could say there's a lot of different hats that a coach might wear.
Yes.
A lot of different hats. And as you get higher level in pro, you might start having more coaches with these hats.
Okay.
So I've been wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah.
As a coach, I'm a coach.
Well, one other thing is too, he finds me fighters here. So
that's
you're
another
a
thing. I'm
talent scout too.
I'm the podcast. Yeah, I'm the podcast talent scout.
Yeah, because it's funny is I'll see a fighter and it's like, hey Jeff, can you ask him? Because I don't want to go directly. Hey, be on my podcast.
Yeah.
I want to give him the respect, saying, hey, can you see?
Yeah.
So there's some guys that'd be like, nah, you don't want them on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Talent
Sorry.
scouting.
There
scouting.
it is,
It's
man. That's a
what
lot
I
of
do,
hats.
man. It's what I do.
Like 10 hats so far.
Yeah. So it's like, I teach striking, I teach MMA,
Yep.
I teach jiu-jitsu, and these are just coaching hats. And then I also, I own the gym and run the gym. I do all the business stuff behind the scenes.
Wow.
As well as my wife, Kim. I don't do it all.
Yeah.
As you know, I don't do it all. Kim does a lot. But then there's all the stuff I do for my fighters. Like we consider the fighter stuff almost to be separate from our gym.
Yeah.
And like in the aspect of, hey, this is our fight team.
Yes.
A fight team doesn't necessarily pay the bills per se.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a hobby. I'm doing for these guys what many coaches before me did for me.
Yes.
There's a lot of guys that helped me out along the way without ever asking for anything in return. And that's kind of what we've done with the fight team is I just do a lot of extra stuff because I love these guys and I know their dreams and I see how hard they work, and certain guys that really show me they want it, then I give it to them. I give them everything I can to try to help them achieve their dreams and goals. So like I said, the management side, the fight team side, that's where it's separate from a coach, business owner, gym owner, all that stuff.
Wow.
You got to do the things like find a fight first of all. Got to know the matchmakers. It's good to obviously have a relationship with specific matchmakers. That way, you're on like I know matchmakers from over the years.
Yeah.
People know I'm a coach. They know about our gym. So matchmakers will just contact our gym and say, hey, we're looking for fighters for this show.
Okay.
And whenever someone would do that, I made a point to just have a good relationship with them. I know it's valuable to know as many matchmakers as possible. So with that, I was like, dude, I should just be a manager. And I had a couple friends tell me too. They're like, dude, I think you should just manage fighters, dude. You're already like, I'm kind of doing it.
So you're also technically a matchmaker too, because you're reaching out to these guys and say, hey, I have this guy, Ruben, the Tailor. He needs to fight, for this, or he's doing his pro debut, or not pro debut, but amateur debut.
So that aspect, that's just me. That's me being a manager. Me finding my fighters' fights is just management.
Okay, got it.
So the matchmaker is a person that they work for the show. So Epic has a matchmaker. Hendo's has a matchmaker, right? The matchmaker, they're supposed to be unbiased. They don't have their own fighters. I have my own fighters.
Yes.
So they're just unbiasedly matching fights.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
That's their job. The matchmakers reach out to the managers or the coaches and they ask for fighters.
Got it.
So
wow.
I've been, as Low Kick Combat Sports Management, I've been just advertising my services to fighters, and I'm trying to be something a little bit different in the aspect of, like, I don't know a lot of guys that are managers that are former professional fighters and are coaches and gym owners. Usually that's just another hat your coach wears at a lot of places. Your coach is also managing you.
Yes.
But some coaches don't have the time for that, or they just don't have the heart for that. They don't want to do the paperwork. They don't want to make phone calls. They don't want to make banners. They don't want to deal with sponsors. That's all the stuff that I'm trying to deal with. I'm trying to do that for my fighter. Like, you know, in a sense, it's a little bit of a partnership. Like, hey, man, I'm going to try to get you the best fight for you to make the most money.
Yes.
We're going to try to get sponsors for you to help you pay for this fight. Like, let's make some money together.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. No,
let's make a little bit of money together. Know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't nothing's free. Nothing's free in this world.
Nothing's free.
But you know, and this wasn't a thing that I went out like, oh, I need to make some more money, so I'm going to start managing fighters.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't the mindset at all. The mindset was that I have these resources. Yeah. I have time. There's something else I want to do. I want to be more involved in some way, and I think this was just the way to do it. I already manage my fight team. I've managed some pro fighters over the years. My old coach, one of my best friends, Coach Luke Faltersack, the Land Shark. Hope maybe next time he's in San Diego, we got to get him on the podcast.
Oh, there you go.
Luke is so awesome, man. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we would have to get him on the podcast. Oh man, he'd be great.
He was Alliance, right?
He was with us when we turned Valiant.
Okay,
yeah, he was the OG, man. He lived with Coach Kim and I he lived with Kim and I for quite a while. But yeah, he's the man.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
he's the man. But I managed him.
Yes,
I managed him unofficially.
Okay,
we worked together and got him fights, got him sponsors and all that stuff. And he was kind of my like, what's it like to be a manager?
Yes,
type, you know, and he was never really seeking to be managed by anyone else.
Yes.
He just was like, bro, you manage me. You manage me.
Yeah, because they're too focused on the training and their weight and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their mind frame. Yeah, that's like I said. You wear a lot of hats. Yeah. You know, every time I go to the fights, you're there. You know, you're training. What's the tall guy's name? Because he also does
Coach Mark.
Mark.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also next to you all the time.
I think about having Coach Mark on the podcast, but I don't think he wants to.
Yeah,
he doesn't want any content of him existing.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But how do people get a hold of you? You know, like say for example, somebody watches this and says, you know what, I do need management. Yeah. You know, because my coaches are too busy, or maybe I'm starting off. Or here, let's rewind before the contact. What is your scale? Is it amateur, or are you just doing pros? Or
so, as a manager, if you were an amateur fighter, you would have to be a real standout for me to want to just sign you, before you've even gone pro. Like, got it. Being a manager generally is you're managing professional fighters once they've made that jump. But
once again, I'm just learning here. I'm just asking the questions.
My niche right now, I suppose, because it's not like I'm managing a bunch of guys in the UFC that are making me $100,000 and stuff. I'm managing the guys that are making the jump from amateur to pro, the guys that maybe they have 2, 3, 4, 5 pro fights. Yes. And they need they just need some guidance, need some help. Those are the guys I'm managing. So if you're amateur looking to go pro, maybe you're thinking you got a couple amateur fights left, or if you've already gone pro, you're planning to go pro, maybe you got a couple pro fights. Like, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm trying to help you guys get to the next level. I'm trying to get you into all the local shows around here, dude. Like, it's exploding right now. Like, since I've lived here, this is the best time to be a fighter is right now.
I noticed that, and we were talking about that earlier outside, saying now is the best time to get into this industry. Yes. You know, it's like, buying Yahoo stock 50 or 30 years ago. Yeah. You know, it's like buying Bitcoin at $2. Yeah. Now is the good time, because I see more people are getting into this. A lot of females, a lot of males, and everywhere that I look, maybe
it's growing.
Kids. Yeah. Well, the last time I went to the PKB, 5-year-olds, 4 years old.
Kids,
I'm like, they could barely even lift up their leg to kick, but they were in there. Yep. But I see this industry growing. Now, I wish I would have got into it when I was younger, but Yeah, I'm good. I like being in the suit and the sidelines cheering you guys on, man. But how do they get a hold of you? Like, for example, somebody's watching this and says, you know what, I do need a manager. How do you get a hold of the administrator?
So really, you could just get a hold of me on my social media platforms.
I'm going to put this down there too, by the way.
You could. My Instagram is @JeffTheAdministrator.
Yeah.
One word. You could reach the Valiant Training Center, any of the Valiant Training Center pages, message the Instagram, message Facebook, or myself. I'm on Facebook under Jeffrey Peterson. You message me and we'll get talking management, get talking business, and get you a scrap.
Yeah.
Yep. So been in San Diego for 12 years now. Wow. It's a long time. 12 years. So a lot of my connections right now are in San Diego, but I'm from the Midwest. I fought a lot in the Midwest as a pro, so I have a decent amount of connections there, and in the East Coast as well. In Virginia, I fought in that area. I fought in Pennsylvania. I fought in Florida. So, it's like I've got a decent reputation with promoters all over the place. So it's, if
Wisconsin?
Yeah, Wisconsin, Minnesota. More so Minnesota. I'd say there's more fights in Minnesota than there is in Wisconsin. Yeah. But yeah, that Midwest area, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, what the heck, North Dakota. They have fights.
Holy
they have
crap.
Fights up there. Yeah, North Dakota, there ain't nothing up there, but they have fights up there.
They have fights, absolutely. Especially in the wintertime, right?
Yeah.
I remember you had mentioned there was a snowstorm or some type of, but the fight went on.
Oh man, yeah, it was driving on a 2-lane in the middle of a snowstorm trying to pick up my coach.
Hell yeah.
But it's a good time to be a fighter. It is a good time to be a fighter in Southern California. There's more pro shows, legitimate pro shows in this, 100-mile, 200-mile radius than I've ever seen personally.
I didn't know it was this big because I know you guys travel to Fresno, obviously Los Angeles, which is commerce.
Yep.
I know, was it last year you actually traveled to Florida to do a bare knuckle fight with one of your fighters?
Yep. Yeah, that's another one. Daniel Alvarez. Man, maybe we gotta get Daniel on the podcast.
Oh yeah, he's bare knuckle, right?
Yeah.
Or does he do anything?
Yep. He's Daniel is BKFC. Signed with BKFC. He had the story really. He went to the tryouts.
Yeah.
When they first started doing tryouts, and he knocked someone out there, and then right at the tryouts, he got signed a multi-fight deal.
Oh shit!
Right there at the tryouts. So
his first fight, not first fight, but his first. Like you said, tryout.
Yeah, he went to the tryouts, knocked someone out, and they were like, "Oh, we like this guy." So
yeah,
he signed, and he's fought for them 4 times now. One of those fights was for the title. Yeah, he's an absolute beast, man. Absolute beast. One of the hardest workers I've ever met.
So the fight that you went to Florida, that was last year, right? It's something I remember that.
No, I went to Florida.
Or was it this year?
We went to Florida this year. That was in March. It was in February or March.
Yeah, it's just, we got the end of the year. Everything's just like
tough. Yeah, it's starting
especially with the election going on. Everybody, my mind is just starting
to blend together.
It starts to. Well, cool. So you're willing to travel. What else? Give me some more. I'm just trying to put content on there to as far as your management.
Yeah.
Well, really quick, man. I want to celebrate because this is the first time I've heard about it. Pellegrino sponsor the show, but this is just a quick celebration. There you go, guys. For Low Kick, help me out here. Low Kick.
Yep. Low Kick Combat Sports Management.
Low Kick Combat Sports Management. Once again, I'm going to link it right here. And then also for the Marine Corps birthday. So, cheers, Marine Corps birthday. Salud, November 10th, 1775. Tun Tavern. I joined in 1994. Probably, what year were you born?
90.
90. Okay, so you were 4 years old when I joined the Marine Corps.
I joined in 08.
I love this drink right here.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Just good bubbly water. Cool, man. Well, I wish you good luck with your management team, man. I like to see everybody grow, and that's one of the reasons why I started this podcast, because I want to expose more fighters. Yeah. That makes sense. Because to be honest with you, and this is just my opinion coming from marketing and sales like that, social media can only do so much for you. Yes. Does that make sense? And this is why I want the fighters in here, because I want them to see, for lots of better words, the softer side or the real side of them, because some of these fighters are a beast, in the ring, but when they come out, you would never know they're like that. So that's what I want to do. So when somebody looks up Ruben the Tailor's like, oh, okay, cool. This guy's cool, man. He was in the Marine Corps, blah, blah, blah. Or some of the fighters, like I didn't know David Momo was Filipino and Mexican. Yeah. I'm like, what? And then you have Nate, and I didn't know, what's his name? Omar was from Baghdad.
Yep.
And what's funny is I was in Iraq in 2004. He was born in 2004. So I was in Iraq when Omar was born.
That's
man.
crazy.
So if you guys watch the podcast, you'll see it was like, holy crap, I was there when he was born in Baghdad. Wow. Oh, man. What else, man? I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Good luck with this, man. And hopefully, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm just trying to get some fighters under my roster. You know, it's another roster. And it's something that might be totally separate from Valiant. Like if I sign a fighter with low kick, there's a chance he doesn't train at our gym. Actually, I'm thinking just off the top of my head here. My guy Angel Ramirez, that's another guy we might be able to have on here.
Okay.
Angel Superman Ramirez, shout out.
What does he do?
He's a pro fighter, pro MMA fighter. He's I was with him.
He's at Valiant?
He's not at Valiant.
Okay.
He's not at Valiant. One of his belts are at Valiant.
Okay.
But we trained together at Alliance East. We came up with Coach Frank Salgado, and we're good friends. I lived with him for a while, him and his wife, and then he went pro last year, and then he just asked me to help him out finding some fights.
Wow.
So, I don't know where I was going with that, but Angel's the man.
Yeah.
He should be on the podcast.
He should.
But that was my point. Yeah. See, Angel, he trains at another gym. He doesn't. We're good buddies. He does come and train once in a while, once in a blue moon, but I can do my management services without them necessarily having to be in front of me at the gym all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's nice for me to be able to see the guy I'm working with. It's nice for me to be able to see exactly what he's doing every single day and like make sure he's getting the proper training and whatnot. But that's what I'm there for. So for Angel as opposed to David, it's like two slightly different aspects of management. David, I'm also coaching him. He's in front of me every single day. We talk face to face every day. Whereas Angel trains at another gym. He trains at San Diego Combat Academy and Gamebred Training Center.
Okay.
Two very great gyms. Coach Tony Palafox at SDCA, he's the man, legend of San Diego, and then Herman Tirado at Gamebred also.
He knows everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Absolute legends of San Diego. So it's like Angel trains there, and I know he's got great coaches. He doesn't need me to be there to do any of that. I trust what he's doing. You
trust the coaches, yes.
Exactly. And so my role for him, as opposed to some of the other guys, would be to help him find a fight. Yeah. Make sure he's got medicals done. Make sure his licensing stuff is done. Try to get him sponsors. Help him out with his shorts, his fight shirt, the banner. Try to get all the logos on there. And again, hustle sponsors. That's what guys always want out of a manager. Like, can you get me sponsors? Can you get me sponsors? Sponsors are hard to get, man.
They are.
Sponsors are hard to get, especially at a low level. Like, if you don't have a bunch of Instagram follows and you don't have something special, like, dude, there's no shortage of fighters. Trust me, a CBD company can find a fighter to sponsor. Why should they sponsor you? And that's what some of these fighters
100 followers. Right?
Yeah. Some of these guys got to answer that question. They're like, but I'm a badass fighter and this and that. It's like, yeah, bro, there's a lot of badass fighters. You have to do stuff to stand out, guys. If you want these things, like when I was an amateur, I didn't care about sponsors. I was just trying to fight. Once I went pro, I cared a little more about sponsors, but you got to do stuff. You got to.
Why is it that some of these fighters, like you said, they're badass fighters, they're good fighters and all that, but they don't know how to speak? Yeah. They let their fist or their skills speak for them. Does that make sense? You would think if I was I don't know, if Sharpie sponsored me, you see what I'm saying? I'd be making mini commercials on my actual on my Instagram, whatever social media I have. It's like, all right, guys, this is how I sign my autographs. I use Sharpie, blah blah. Click on the link below for 10% off. Make sure you use Tailor. You see what I'm saying? But
exactly.
I wish more of these fighters knew how to speak more.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Yes. And I'm basing that on some of the guys that canceled on me because they were too shy to be in here. I'm like, come on, bro. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. I ask you all the questions.
Yeah, man, it's easy. Just talk.
I want everybody to succeed. This is why when I go to the gym, when I go to Valiant, I always see these. It's like seeing celebrities there. But I wish I can do more on my part. I don't know if it's through this platform or supporting them at the fight. I wish I can do more. So you guys that are listening, if you guys want to sit down with us and say, hey, what else can we do? I would love to do more. My wife, she does, she has her own company. If we need to make websites for them, whatever the case may be, I don't know. Once again, I'm just throwing out ideas since you're talking about managing. Yeah. I want to buy stock in this company. I'm just playing. I like helping. And one of the things is I always like doing this for free because I have talents, and why waste those talents on myself? Yeah. Why not use those talents as like this? Hey, let me do this for you. I don't know. I'm just venting here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
What do they say? The meaning of life is to find your passion, and the purpose of life is to give it away.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be selfish with the talents that people give you. Give them away and have somebody else appreciate it, and then they can give away something else they can. So it's like the whole pass it forward thing.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. Woo! Look at that. I got excited. I'm freaking flustered now. Woo! Look at these guys. I got 2 tickets. Yeah, that's all I'm saying right now. That's all I'm saying.
Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching to the end, guys. What else, man? What else? I'm excited right now. I'm a little hot under the collar because I always like wearing suits.
You all suited up, man.
I'm suited and booted.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the way I dress, man. Cool. So, like I said, man, I just want to help people. If you guys can use my services, get with Jeff. Like I said, if you want to be on the podcast, I would love to have more people. So just get with Jeff and say, hey, bro, I heard Ruben's looking for fighters. Bring them on.
Yep. Yeah, we're Ruben's been trying to have one guest a month, so I'm always looking for talent. Yeah. So if you think you're the talent, hit me up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, what else, man? What else do we have here? Once again, on this beautiful Marine Corps birthday. Speaking of Marine Corps, man, you just did 4 years, right?
Yes, sir.
You didn't decide to, or was fighting one of those things like, you know what? Let me go out so I can continue on my fighting career or what?
Yeah, I tell a lot of guys that I was kind of a poster Marine.
A poster Marine.
I was a straight up poster Marine. I went to San Diego for boot camp, so they already, all the guys that go to Parris Island, they're like, "Oh, you poster Marine?
Yeah,
went to San Diego." Da, da, da.
So we called them Hollywood Marines. Back
Hollywood Marine. There you go. That's
even though San Diego has nothing to do with Hollywood. I'm like, I never got that.
Yeah, but I was already fighting before I went in.
I remember that.
So it was that was already my passion. I was kind of going in the Marine Corps was a means to an end, and that means was moving away, getting free college, and just having a job, having something to support me while I tried to become a fighter. So I was itching to get out, man, because I wanted to start fighting professionally.
Yeah, no shit. Do you really think, or do you think the Marine Corps helped you in your fighting?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It did. Yeah, because
in life in general.
In life, and that's how I am, and that's how I look at everything. Before you got here, you're like, oh, got here 15 minutes early. I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah.
If you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time.
Yep.
And that's how I live every freaking moment of my life, because one of the things we say in this industry is hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait.
Knife hand.
It's knife hand. 15 minutes prior to 15 minutes prior, devil.
Yeah, man. Cool, man.
Good to go. Kill.
I'll tell you a story, man. Once again, a little bit off subject, making sure the cameras are still recording. I remember in boot camp, there was a kid that shit his pants. He shit his pants on the range. Because when you're on the range, and the range means you have to qualify with your rifle.
Yep.
So we're on the range, and all of a sudden we hear, you're laying in the prom, like you're looking like, you hear, the rifle, then you hear. So I look over, and he goes like, raises his hand. He's like, "Sir, what the hell you want?" The drill starts.
Yeah. What do you want? Stop talking.
This recruit shit his pants. He goes, "What do you mean you shit your pants?" Sure enough, when you did that,
what do you mean you shit your pants?
What do you mean you shit?
Secure that shit right now.
He goes, "This recruit requests permission to go to the head," and the drill instructor didn't let him. He goes, "Are you really going to take a shit when you're in combat? I need you to fucking BZO your weapon." And the whole time, and what's funny is I was laying next to him, and the wind was blowing this way. So I'm sitting there.
Just getting whiffs of poo.
Oh, shit. So you know how they say don't hold your breath when you shoot?
Yeah.
I had to hold my breath because every time I would shoot, luckily I did shoot expert that day, but it was like, oh man. And then what's funny is we used to call him Doo-Doo Brown. So from there
After
on,
that, Doo-Doo Brown.
Doo-Doo Brown. So every time, you know how you're in the squad bay, you have your port side and your starboard side.
Yeah.
So the what was his name? Recruit Woo. I remember that. He was yeah. So he had two names. It would say Recruit Woo, and then it'd be like Woo. There it is. So the whole squad bay.
Yeah.
But when the what's it called? The drill instructor would come out and call him what the fuck they call him again? Shit. So you got Recruit Woo, Doo-Doo Brown. Doo-Doo Brown. So when the recruiter or when the drill instructor would come in and say Doo-Doo Brown, he would have to walk in the middle of the squad bay because remember, only the drill instructors can walk in the middle.
Yeah.
So he was the only person that was allowed to walk in the middle, and then everybody would have to line up and go Doo-Doo Brown, Doo-Doo Brown. So he'd go in there going Doo-Doo Brown, Doo-Doo Brown. So from there on, he was known as Doo-Doo Brown because he shit his pants in the on the rifle range. But anyway, that's one of my stories that I have.
Dude, those are some of the best, dude. I love I would say I miss the ability to haze.
Yeah.
Like you can in boot camp. You can haze people so bad. It's like it's great. It's great.
I look at it now and drill instructors are comedians.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
They're freaking comedians, man.
They find a way to insult you without using like really bad words.
Yeah.
And without saying something about like your family or your mom or something, they just find a way, and it makes it just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh,
It's so funny, man.
There was one I love telling this story. So you line up at the end of the night in your undies, and you stand there, and they do the inspection.
Your nails.
Snap. This recruit has no personal or medical problems to report at this time, sir.
Yeah.
Like flip pop.
Yes, that's
this recruit's personal money valuable bag is probably secured at this time, sir.
Oh, I used to freak out because I always had that notion of Full Metal Jacket when his locker was unlocked. Yeah. That's true, guys, by the way.
Dude.
If your unlocker is unlocked, they'll grab your foot locker and just throw it all over the damn squad bay. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
You're good. But so we're standing there, we're in our undies or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes the drill instructors, they just come up and they just mess with you. They're just messing with you. So there's this kid next to me, and he had a fox racing tattoo. So it's like, fox racing. It's just the outline of a fox head on his chest.
Yes.
And drill instructor comes up to him all close, they get, real close to your face.
Yeah, right.
And he goes, "What's that tattoo on your chest?" And he goes, "It's a fox, sir." And he's like, "Looks like a puppy." And he goes, "Now bark like a puppy."
Oh,
and
wow.
the guy he goes, "Roof," and he goes, "Louder," and then he's like, "Ruff, ruff."
Holy shit.
Oh man,
I remember
we were
those
standing
days.
next to it, just losing it, dude. Just
wow. I know. And they want you to laugh too.
Yeah, they want you to.
Oh my God. Now, you had mentioned that the drill instructor, you said you had some cauliflower ear.
Oh yeah.
And they went up to you and they were like, you think you're a fighter, Peterson, or some shit like that?
Yeah, there was just a point in time they asked me if I was a fighter, and it was like during the combative stuff, and they're like, "Well, Peterson probably wants a piece of us," and like this and that. And every time they asked me, I always said, "Yeah." They're like, "Peterson, you think you could take me on?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And they're like, "Well, you wouldn't want that because you die."
Oh,
they
wow.
just like say something like that. They'd be like, "Hey, Peterson, you want to roll with Staff Sergeant?" I'd be like, "Yes, sir." And they'd be like, "I bet you do, but you die."
Yeah, right. They
Yes,
probably
sir.
knew you could kick their ass.
Aye, sir. Yeah. It's just like, whatever.
It's so funny.
Whatever.
It's so funny.
Don't be intimidated.
Yeah. Cool. I'll tell you a quick story, man. I was a recruiter in the Marine Corps. And one of the things you have to have, a lot of people say, "Oh, you don't have a quota." We have a quota. Yeah. Because if you don't put enough people in, you're seeing the CEO, why didn't you put anything in? So
Yeah.
I remember one time I was on a date, and everybody had cell phones. This is after the pager craze. We had cell phones. So I was on a date. I was at a restaurant. I was at a steakhouse. So one of my kids, Hector Mendoza, if I remember your first and last name, there's something wrong. So this guy calls me, and I'm like, on my date, I'm like, when you see the bat phone light up, you better freaking pick it up.
Yep.
So I pick up the phone, and then Hector's like, "Hey, Sergeant." I was a sergeant at the time. He goes, "I don't want to go to boot camp." The moment you hear those words, I don't care what you're doing. You better stop because you got to talk to these dumbass kid. I'm going to call him dumbass because he's still in the Marine Corps.
Good.
So anyway, I said, "What's up, bro?" "Oh, I don't want to join the Marine Corps. Blah, blah, blah." Making up stories, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on the phone with him for 30 minutes. I'm at the table with my date, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I've got to talk to this kid. I'm trying to show off to the girl my sales skills.
Yeah,
and all that. And finally, I can see her getting frustrated.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I'm supposed to go home with this girl. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to the kid, and I looked at him, and I said, hey, I'm going to give you 2 options. He goes, what's that, Sergeant? I'm going to hang up the phone. I'm going to call El Paso Police Department. They're going to go to your house right now. They're going to arrest you. They're going to put you in jail, and then you go to boot camp on Monday. And then he goes, well, what's my second option? I'm going to hang up the phone. I'm going to finish my dinner. And then tomorrow, or this was a Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow, I'm going to pick you up, take you to the hotel, and then you go to boot camp. Which one do you want? And he's like, well, so what time are you picking me up tomorrow? I said, 6 o'clock. You better be ready. So sure enough, I'm like, God damn, man. Oh my God. So many freaking stories. Oh, I got another story.
Yeah, recruiting stuff.
Oh, it was tough, bro. I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't get home till about 7, 8 o'clock at night every day for 3 years. 3 freaking years.
Dealing with nasty civilians.
Oh, the nasty civilians. We had to do high school talks. And then after that, we had to make 100 phone calls every day. So we had what's called PPCs. I forgot what they're called. Something contacts. So we had to make phone calls, and a lot of times, fuck you, I don't want to join. Dude, you're the one that filled out the damn form, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was there. I was on recruiting during the 9/11.
Oh, okay.
So I remember going to the MEP stations, the Marine Military Entrance Processing Station, which is called MEPS.
Yep.
So I had just left MEPS. So I'm driving. All of a sudden, my staff at COIC calls me. And you're not supposed to pick up the phone when you're driving. You know that. Nobody ever does. But he kept calling me. I was like, fuck, I got 5 missed calls. And I'm thinking, holy shit, one of my kids at the MEP station popped for weed or something.
Yeah.
So I pick up the phone. Hey, Staff Sergeant. He goes, get to your office right now. And I'm like, I'm on my way to my office.
Yeah.
I go, well, what's going on? She goes, we just got a terrorist attack.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You see what I'm saying? You hear about the movies.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, we got a terrorist attack in New York, so I need you to go to your office right now. So I'm thinking, well, that's New York. We're in Texas.
Yeah.
I was in El Paso at the time. So sure enough, I pull up to my office. There's probably about 8 to 10 parents standing outside my office.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Remember, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
we didn't have social media. We didn't have Instagram or anything to look up stuff. We didn't even have iPhones back in the day.
Yep.
So I get there, and I'm like, Sergeant Valenzuela, my son's going to war. I'm like, war? What are you talking about, fucking war, right? So anyway, I said, hold on, guys. So I open my office. I walk in. At that time, my staff sergeant pulls up.
Yep.
So he's like, okay, cool. And everybody gets in the office. Everyone's all frantic because they think their kids are going to go to war because of this terrorist attack.
Yep.
So my staff sergeant was talking to all of them and goes, you know what? Nobody's going to war. If anything, we're going to go to war first before your kids do. Your kids haven't even gone to boot camp. They're not just going to send them to war.
Exactly.
So it's like,
they have to go through a bunch of readiness preparation and
boot camp, MCT,
dude. It's
going
to be a year.
It'll probably be 2 years before they go.
Yeah.
So we had to calm the parents down, which was funny. So all the parents was like, okay, well, if you can promise us that they're not going to war. I'm like, really, right? You're joining the military, right? Can you promise me I'm not going to get burned if I become a firefighter? You know, it's one of those things. Yeah. I said, no, they'll send us first before anything. So freaking everybody leaves. One of my kids, Isael, I forgot it, Sandoval.
Yeah.
If I know your French last name, there's something wrong.
Yep.
So everybody leaves, and the kid's sitting there, and he looks at me and goes, hey, Sergeant. I go, what's up, Isael? He goes, don't bullshit me. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, I'm going to war, and and just to fuck around with them, I said, yeah, you're going to war, bro. Yeah. He goes, okay. I said this. Well, hold on, bro. If you go to war, I'm going to go to war with you. He goes, you promise? I said, yeah, I promise, bro. I'll be there right there next to you. He goes, okay. So he gets his backpack because he was still in high school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's thinking, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to war. Fuck yeah. Where all the other fucking little bitches were like, I don't want to go to war, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, 2 years later, I'm in fucking Iraq, right? I'm walking to the chow hall. I have my pistol, my rifle, everything. I'm walking to the chow hall, and I hear this, hey, Sergeant. And I'm like, why do I know that fucking voice? I look over, and it was Isael right there.
No
way. He looks at me, and he goes, hey, Sergeant, I thought we weren't going to go to war. I said, no, motherfucker. I said, if you go to war, I'm going to be at war. Yep. I'm right here. Get the fuck out of my face. He goes, aye, Sergeant. And he fucking walks away. So I'm like, see, I kept my promise, man.
That is
But
awesome.
I got so many freaking stories. This will be a 5-hour podcast, man.
Yeah.
All the stories.
Just on boot camp.
Yeah, boot camp.
Say just on boot camp with stories, man.
Recruiting was my boot camp.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff we had to go through. And, I got another story. Not that I'm going off on a tangent. We had a kid. I don't remember his name, but he came into my office. He sat down right there at my desk. He goes, I want to join the Marine Corps. Blah, blah. I want to be the best there.
Yep.
Whatever, dude. So finally, after I talked to him about boot camp and blah, blah, he goes like, oh, fuck, I don't think I want to go to boot camp. Your boot camp's 3 months.
Yeah.
The Air Force boot camp's only a month and a half. I said, get your stuff. He goes, what do you mean? Get your stuff. Okay, so he puts his backpack on. It's like, where are we going? Well, it was my office. It was my office, the Navy office, and the Air Force office.
Yeah.
So I get up, grab him, take him to the Air Force office. And as you walk into the Air Force office, there's like little chairs right there that had a bunch of kids waiting to talk to the Air Force recruiter. And I remember the recruiter's name was Sergeant Wells. Fat-ass motherfucker too, right? Yeah. So I opened the door. Hey, Sergeant Wells. Yeah, who's that? I go, Sergeant Valenzuela, next door. He goes, what's up, man? Here, I'm bringing you another pussy. And all the kids looked at me like, oh, shit. What's he going to do, kick my ass? Right?
Yeah.
Fat-ass motherfucker, right? Yeah. He goes, I'm bringing you another pussy to join the Air Force. He goes, yeah, just leave him right there. So I said, all right, have a seat. So then I walk back to my office. 10 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
Fucking the kid comes in. He sits down with his back, takes his backpack off. I said, what happened? No, I want to join the Marine Corps. Yeah. All right, so cool. I said, there you go, bro. So, oh my God, dude.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought, motherfucker. But I don't know, man. You know what's funny is my niece and my nephew are in the Air Force.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been in there 5 years. My nephew's been in there 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their ranks are.
Yeah.
I thought this was an MMA podcast, but we're talking about the military Marine Corps, Marine Corps birthday. That's
my MMA.
My mom went to her boot camp, which is in San Antonio, Texas. So I guess once they graduated that day, my mom was like, "Hey, call your uncle."
Yeah.
So I'm over here. I'm at home, right? I don't know what I was doing. I was at a restaurant. I was eating. So I pick up the phone. Oh, it's my mom. So I pick up. Hey, Mom. So it was my niece, and she's like, "Hey, Uncle Ruben, I just graduated boot camp." Who? Uncle Ruben. I don't know who you're talking to. She goes, this isn't my Uncle Ruben? I said, no, baby. I am no longer Uncle Ruben. I am Staff Sergeant now. She goes like, so from now on, you call me Staff Sergeant. So by the time if you ever pass my rank, then you can call me Uncle Ruben.
Yep.
Okay, Staff Sergeant. Hey, Staff Sergeant, I just passed boot camp. I regret blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, giving her shit because she's a fucking boot, right?
Yeah.
So what's funny is a year later, her brother, his name is Victor, he joins the Air Force.
Yeah.
This time I'm at work, right? So I'm like, South Carolina? Who the fuck is calling me from South Carolina? Hello? And then I pick up the phone. He's like, yeah, can I speak to Staff Sergeant Valenzuela? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, this is a Staff Sergeant. How can I help? I'm like freaking out. Who the fuck is calling me? The Pentagon and shit?
Yeah.
I goes, oh, this is Victor. Victor? Like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Yeah.
Victor, I'm confused. He goes, your nephew, Victor. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. You scared the shit out of me. She goes, oh, well, Symphony told me that when I call you to call you Staff Sergeant. Yeah. So, yeah, she did right. So, what's up, man? Okay, Staff Sergeant. I just graduated boot camp, Staff Sergeant. So, every time I talk to my niece and nephew, it's Staff Sergeant. So, it's all about the respect, bro. Anyway, off on a tangent. Just wanted to give you that story.
Yeah.
Whew, man, it takes me back, man. Take me back to 1775. My Marine Corps came alive. What else you got, man?
Came the color blue.
To show that we are true, right?
Marine Corps. No, I was giving you the Marine Corps part.
No, first came the color blue.
No, you know,
to show that we.
You can't. Hold on, guys. Let me show Staff Sergeant. Let me. The corporal show Staff Sergeant real quick. He's like, a 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Marine Corps.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Marine Corps.
Back in 1775,
my Marine Corps came alive.
First, it came the color blue.
To show that Marines. How's that go? We are true?
Yeah, to show the world that we are true. Yeah.
Then
but no, it goes like this. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Marine Corps. Then it goes back in 1775. Marine Corps.
Oh, it's still Marine Corps.
Marine Corps came alive.
Marine Corps.
First it came the color blue.
Marine Corps.
To show the world
that we are true. Marine Corps.
Next came the color red.
Marine Corps.
To show the world the blood we shed.
Yep.
Marine Corps. Next
came
the color gold. To show the world that we are bold. Marine Corps.
Hoorah!
1, 2, 3, and 4.
We used to do this one called it'd go 1, 2, 3, 4 Marine Corps, and then it goes into the song. Goes how'd it go? Sergeant Green is getting mean. Marine Corps, cause someone pissed in his canteen.
Marine Corps.
Yep. And then the other one was like, see that girl up on the hill. Marine Corps. Won't give head, but her mother will. Marine. And then we would do that right in front of the sergeant major.
Man.
It's like, oh, stop that.
Yep.
So
we actually had a guy get a page. They call it page 11.
Yes.
You know, it's not an NJP, but
11.
It's right before you have page 11.
It's like a warning.
Yeah,
like if you do it again, you're going to get NJP, which is non-judicial punishment.
Yeah, which is like a ticket.
It's like in
real life. Yeah,
it's getting written up.
Getting a little thing on your record. But
yeah.
He did. It was because they call those infantry cadences.
Yes,
is what they'd always say. Like, hey, we do this when no one else is around. Infantry cadences.
Yeah.
But this one kid did it, and we were on Navy base, and he got out calling cadence and called a dirty one, and then he got page 11. For it.
Wow!
Yeah.
Shit. Damn it!
Because we were like, as we're running, we can hear him saying it, and we're all kind of like, oh, should we say it?
Yeah. But then you have also, 30, 40 in your platoon running. Yeah. That shit just echoes right.
Yeah.
You can hear it all the way down the base, but we would always do it in front of the sergeant major's office. Yeah. And sure enough, he probably already knew because he was right there by the door. Yeah. And he fucking came on and ran, and we had to stand at attention. Yeah. Who said that? And it was one of the guys saying that fucking cadence. I'm like, oh, don't you know we have contractors and females and blah, blah. I'm like, dude, we don't give a shit. This is the military base, bro. Yeah. We cuss like sailors.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow. Wow, good times, good time. That was back when I was 163 pounds. Holy crap. Every time it's like, oh, when were you in the military? I was like, about 50 pounds ago. Yeah. Yeah, because I've gained a lot of weight. But then also...
all muscle, though.
It's all muscle. Well, the thing is, I gained a lot of my weight when I broke my leg. I was bedridden for 3 months.
Oh,
so I gained 45 pounds in 3 months.
Jeez.
Because I would just eat, sleep, hobble to the bathroom and come back. And I did that for 3 months. Finally, after my physical therapy, the doctor's like, okay, you can start running again. You can start exercising. It just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Because, you have that broken leg. I thought I was going to do a Conor McGregor and it'll snap off again. So, but not that it did, but still.
Yeah.
Wow. Whew. What else, man? What else you got? What'd you bring anyway?
Oh, yeah. Gotta have you call me some rifle manual.
Oh, man. This guy pulls up, right? I'm thinking, it's like, oh, he brought a guitar with him, but it's not a guitar. Let's see what he's got. Let's see. Move this out of the way.
Whoa.
I'm gonna move this candle out of the way.
Got this guitar. I was gonna, we were singing the Marine Corps cadence. I was like, I'll go. I told Kim too. Kim saw this. She's like, "What are you grabbing your guitar for?" I was like, I'm gonna sing Ruben a Marine Corps song.
There you go. Watch. Turn it around real quick before you open it. Yeah. Watch. No. Show the lock.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lock on there. So I'm like, why does this guitar have a lock on there?
Yeah, that's how you know. I was like, that kind of gives it away.
Yeah, man. Let's move this out of the way.
No, it's nothing special. This is totally a plain Jane AR.
Oh, yeah, damn, bro.
The company that made it is pretty cool. They're in Santee. They're called F.
They're here?
Yeah, they're called FU California.
Oh shit!
It's called Firearms Unlimited California, but they do FU. That's all their logos.
Fuck California.
So yeah, they order from a company called JL Billet. From JL Billet. Yeah, man. I mean, they convinced me. I went and they built it. They built it for me. I mean,
really?
Play with it. Yeah.
Keep your weapon on safe until you're ready to fire.
That's right.
Don't put your weapon in anything you don't intend to shoot or kill.
One shot, one kill, ready to die, never will.
Wow. Does it load like a M16?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Checking the chamber.
Oh yeah.
This is clean, bro. Does this collapse the buttstock?
No.
Why not?
No.
Doesn't it go in?
I think I can take that off and shorten it or lengthen it a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't just easily collapse. Like I said,
well, leave it here, man. Leave it here.
It's really
leave it here.
Really plain Jane, man. Just got an iron sight on it, like nothing special. But
what are you gonna do to it?
What am I gonna do?
Scope?
Probably just gonna get a scope, and then I obviously got to get a nice sling and stuff. But
yeah,
I'm I'm one of those few Marines that's not like I'm not like a super gun guy. Like, I really don't know that much about guns, guys. I'm a point at target, go bang.
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm one of those fuck around and find out type of person.
Yeah.
So, wow. So is that all you have is rifles? Do you have pistols?
I do. I got a Glock, and then I got a revolver too.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
I'm more of a pistol guy because I can take stuff anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm a concealed carry, so I always make sure that I'm locked on. How does that go up? Oh, there it is. That was whoa. That was cool, man. Yeah. You know what? One thing I used to like from the rifle range is the smell.
Yeah.
Especially at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're shooting just like. That sulfur smell that comes out from the magazine or from the cartridge.
Yeah.
Damn, this is neat, bro. This is clean as hell.
Yeah, super cool. And then it doesn't have that stupid fin.
Yes.
So this is
How did you get away with that?
So apparently
it's the angle.
Yeah, because it's angled, it can't be straight down like a pistol grip.
You have to shoot like this.
Yeah, if you have a pistol grip, then they have that stupid fin on it.
Yes,
but
they
honestly,
do.
like I don't mind this at all. I do not mind this at all. This grip is fine for me. I don't.
Let me test the grip.
But this is that's like
I'm gonna turn it this
the limit right there. Like you cannot have it any more pointed downwards or.
Well, technically you can. See, you just need these two fingers right here.
Yeah.
So that's how I shoot.
Yep.
So one finger off the trigger and then.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, the California law for.
I know that fin. I've seen that fin before.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And if you shave that off, you're in trouble.
Yeah. So you have to have the
wow.
handle, your grip angled.
That is sick.
But,
and what is that called? Is that a 5.56?
Yep, 5.56.
5.56?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Wow, that's clean.
Yeah.
I've never got into rifle. You know what I want? I want an M4.
Yeah. I mean,
is it MP4? No, that's a type of song.
I think I don't like I said, I'm not a big gun guy, but I think M4 would just be a little bit shorter.
Yeah. I like it because it's like a baby M16.
Yeah.
It looks like a baby M16. That is sick. Thanks for bringing that in. Leave it here, bro.
I was gonna do rifle manual, man.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna call me some left shoulder arms and
left shoulder arms. Salute. I think you have to go under the charging handle. It's under there it is right there. Boom. Bring it down. Left shoulder.
It's port. That's port.
Is that port?
This is, going port.
Port. Boom. Left shoulder. You're on your left. So right. Sorry, we're flipped. Right shoulder. Hurt. And then what's to go to parade rest? So you just parade rest?
Is it order?
No, order arms. Order arms. And then
actually, I'm too good at rifle manual, man. I actually would have to go back to port. Port.
So port. Boom.
And then we go order.
Oh yeah. Order arms. Boom. And then I remember I used to salute like this.
Yeah, when it's down.
Yeah.
And you go parade rest.
Parade rest. Yeah. So now that you bring parade rest up, that same guy at Recruit Woo. Remember how we did battalion inspection right before you graduate boot camp?
Oh yeah.
So the battalion commander comes in, he goes, he can't even open it, right?
Yeah.
He opens up the damn porthole, the firing pin comes off.
Oh my gosh.
And he fucking gets the rifle and he throws it right back at him. Get the fuck out of my formation, blah, blah. I mean, he's still graduated, but for him, for the firing pin to be not in there, because remember, there's a little pin that holds it.
Oh, yeah.
So where in the fuck was the firing pin? He dumbass lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is badass, bro. And it doesn't have burst, obviously.
No, that's not that's civilian life. No,
civilians,
especially in California, dude. You can't even have more than 10 rounds.
And where did you get this?
It's at a place called FU California.
It's here in Santee?
Yeah, it's Firearms Unlimited. It's it's right by Smart and Final on what is that road? Gosh dang it, I cannot.
Is it by Target?
No, it's by Smart and Final in El Cajon. Oh, I guess technically it's in El Cajon.
Yeah, okay, because I haven't seen that. Because I'm thinking Discount Mart.
By the mall. It's by the mall. Yeah, you're thinking Discount Gun Mart.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Discount Gun Mart's a great place too. They got the range.
Dude, put a scope on this motherfucker.
Could put a scope on it, yeah. Scopes are expensive, man. That's why I just got iron sight right now.
Well, that's
that's what I called with anyways, was an iron sight.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna put that down.
Once they started getting the ACOGs, all of us iron sight guys were like, "That's cheating."
See, that looks sick right there.
Qualified with iron sights.
Damn. Yeah, I have guns. I have Glocks, Rugers. I have what's the other one I have? It's a Smith and Wesson. But I just carry guns.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
It's our American right, baby.
That's it. Don't try to take it away.
November
5th. Make sure you vote. All right. Not that I'm trying to get political here or anything, but
yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing that. That's pretty badass, man.
Yeah.
I would love to shoot that.
I always, yeah.
Have you shot it?
They're a good time. No, I haven't even shot it.
Really?
Nope, I haven't even shot it, man.
Wow.
Got it brand new, and I just keep it at the house.
Play with rounds for it and everything.
Play with it. Yeah, I got rounds.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, she's ready to go, man. Like I said, like I'm not a huge gun guy. Like I want to go shooting every weekend and stuff. Like I'm just kind of like
it's expensive.
Yeah, point gun, go bang.
Yeah,
you know. And the ranges, like you said, range is expensive, and it's not really that fun for a weapon like this. Like to shoot at a little 50, 60, 70 yard
little
range.
Piece of paper.
Like dude, I wanna get some long range stuff.
There's
out in the
a
dirt,
place, and I've gone with my brother-in-law. It's in Hamul.
Yeah.
And it's just an outdoor. It's not even a range. You can just jump the fence and you can just shoot. That makes sense. And it's legal because I remember he took me there one time. I had my pistol and the cops went by and I'm like, oh shit, trying to hide my pistol. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he was shooting his something similar to this and his pistols. I'm like, oh cool. I just never went back because I forgot where it's at. So I got to ask him. So
yeah.
That is badass, man. Badass. I don't know. I don't want to bring my gun out because it's like this big. My everyday carry, it's a Ruger. What is that? LC9.
Yeah.
But I just keep it. Have you ever thought about getting your CCW?
Dude, I keep thinking about it. I just end up not doing it, man. I don't know.
You do it one time, you'll have it.
I do it one time and I have it. I know.
I just got it renewed a couple weeks ago. It's good for 2 years.
Yeah.
But Gavin Newsom changed the law regulation. Before it used to be every time you renewed, it was a 4-hour class.
Yeah.
Now it's a 8-hour class, and the initials are a 2-hour class or 2-day class. I'm like, really, bro? But yet, we're the ones legally carrying, right?
Yeah.
But all these fucking thugs get to carry for free.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
What's up, guys? What's up,
y'all?
So, shout out to Valiant Training Center. Shout out to Low Kick. Help me out here.
Low Kick Combat Sports Management.
Low Kick. Is there an acronym for that?
I'll just say Low Kick CSM.
CSM. There you
That's
go.
That's what I usually say. Low Kick CSM.
Are you gonna get some merch for that?
Oh yeah,
we gotta get some merch, bro.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll send you the logo and stuff so we can post it up on this thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We got David coming up.
Yep. December
13th. Friday, December 13th.
Yep.
He is Cage Warriors 182.
Yep.
If you guys want to check that out. We have Omar at Commerce Casino.
Yep, November 16th. Check that out.
And then what else we got going on?
Man, we got the PKB today. Yeah. Got like 7 people fighting.
We'll
go coach them in just a little bit and hopefully whoop on some people and get our hands raised to get some dubs.
And then is Nate fighting anytime soon?
I think Nate and Jaden are both waiting till early next year.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Cool.
They're just training hard right now, staying in the gym, staying in shape, staying hungry. Nate's been competing and grappling quite a bit.
Good. And then Leon probably next year once he heals up, right?
Leon same probably early next year. As soon as he's back to full health, man, we'll get after it.
I want them on here, man.
Get that pro debut.
I want Leon on here. I want Jaden on here. Jared. There's a guy from Steel named Christian.
Julian.
Yeah.
Julian actually just made his MMA debut on the 26th.
Got it.
Got the W, so congrats, Julian.
He was supposed to be here so we can announce his fight.
Yeah. Maybe he'll want to come on and talk about it now.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So one of my big announcement from earlier, I have an announcement. What I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to be giving away 2 tickets to the Cage Warriors 182. And I was going to have the winner sit next to me. It's going to be 2 tickets. I'm not sure how I'm going to announce it yet. I don't know if we're going to give it away on Instagram. Make sure we have a new Instagram, obviously MouthGuardOut Podcast. I have no idea. Maybe I can consult with you later and some other time how we can give those tickets away.
Yeah.
But you guys are going to get to sit next to me if possible, because I already have the tickets. If not, I'll get you tickets to the fight and then get there however you want. It's just one thing you got to realize is the tickets are expensive. So if I give these out, please show up. Please show up, because
don't do us like that, man.
Yeah. But other than that, what else do you got, man? We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and what else, man? We talked about guns, we talked about Marine Corps, but yeah, man.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Marine Corps!
Happy birthday! Hopefully you guys like our Marine Corps stories. I got plenty more, maybe some other time. But thanks so much for coming back again.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Good luck on your new management company. Hopefully it blows up. And like I said, I like to be on the sidelines, seeing everybody grow. Not only your new company, but all the fighters at Valiant. And it's just it's once again, like I said earlier, it's like watching your kids grow up and go off to college and get married. Next thing you know, you're a grandfather or something. And then also really quick, Momo, remember I want my Lambo.
Yep.
With the MouthGuardOut, and he wants the Lambo too.
Yeah, I need the Lambo wrapped Valiant.
Yeah, once he goes to UFC. So, guys, once again, this is Ruben the Tailor from MouthGuardOut Podcast. We have Jeff, the administrator, Peterson. Woo! Look at that. Guns, Glory, and Pellegrinos, man. Pellegrinos. So, guys, thank you so much. Tune in, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. I am going to link the management team to here. And how do they get a hold of you again? Do they call the gym or follow you on Instagram?
Yep. Any of the gym Instagram pages, my personal Instagram page at Jeff the Administrator. Hit me up. We'll get it going, man. Get some scraps.
Awesome. Once again, guys, Ruben the Tailor. Talk to you guys soon.
Peace.